my platform, I find much more success on Instagram than I do on Facebook. So I'm really going to target specifically towards Instagram. I feel like that I can help you guys a lot more with Instagram. So first and foremost, before you even start getting consistent, you need to figure out who you are as a person and who your story is and what you're going to stand for. Because who you are and how you speak and how you portray yourself is always going to be your consistency. That is going to be your constant. I'm Jamie. I have a newborn son. I'm a military spouse. We have a bulldog. It's pretty basic. I like CrossFit. Those are all my things that I'm going to stay true to who I am. I'm from the East Coast. I kind of tell you how it is. I like to talk. I use my hands a lot. Those are all who I am and what's going to happen. So once you figure out who you are, which I know all of you are, then you're going to want to figure out your why. I'm not going to really dig deeper into that, but you're going to figure out your why and you're going to write it down and you're going to stay true to your why. And if you forget, you're going to go back to that. On top of your why, you are then going to figure out your pillars. And when I say pillars, I'm talking about topics that you are going to be able to talk about with your followers on social media platform. So my topics that I have are like CrossFit workouts, maybe some meals every once in a while, traveling. I have a son, we have a bulldog. These are all things, obviously new release Wednesdays. We all can really talk about that one. So you don't need to post on Mondays. You don't need to post about motivation. And on Tuesdays, you don't need to talk about transformations. No, but you need to have a set of topics. So that way, when you are at a loss, you can go on back and then you could be like, okay, I haven't talked about this one in a few days. So this way, your followers and those that really stick behind you kind of are ready and prepared for what you're going to say. So now that you figured out who you are, now that you figured out your why, and now that you figured out your topics, we're ready to talk about really being consistent on social media. So I have my notes here, so I'm going to keep looking back on them so I don't lose track, guys. So first and foremost, when you talk about consistency, you're going to talk about posting and posting consistently. So what's consistent for you is going to be what is going to be different for what's consistent for me. So I stay true and post once every single day. I've tried twice, I've tried 3 times. It just doesn't work for me, guys. I don't have the time. Once every single day. I usually take the weekends to kind of plan ahead to know when I'm going to post. But yes, once a day I post. Now, some of you might post once every 3 days. Some of you might post once every other day. Whatever it is for you that's going to work, you need to stay true to that. So I need to start posting once every day for the rest of the time I'm doing Zaya, because Instagram has an algorithm, and when you abundantly post and then you slow down, it alters who sees you. So really stay consistent so then Instagram knows, hey, this girl's about to post every single day. Okay? Then you need to use and take advantage of every single feature that Instagram offers. You need to take advantage of stories. You need to be on stories, and your followers need to be seeing your face every day. Every day. I don't care if it's for 1 minute, 30 seconds, or 10 minutes. They need to see your face. Take advantage of polls. Take advantage of questions. These are a way to engage with your followers, okay? And we'll talk more about that part later. But use all the features that Instagram offers. Get on IGTV, my friends. Get on IGTV. You need to. I know it's scary. I'm scared of it too, but you need to get on IGTV. It really brings in a lot more followers than anything else. Carousel photos, you need to start doing those. Instead of doing collages, do carousels on New Release Wednesdays. And then you also need to be responding to all comments and direct messages as quickly as possible, and not using emojis. You need to have, I think it's 5 words. You need to formulate a sentence that's 5 words, not 5 emojis, 5 words. So you're really responding back to everybody. So this again helps you get more followers and keep them, and people keep coming back. Also, if you have a business profile on Instagram, you need to use the insights. If you click on insights, then you could see like when your profile is most active, when the times to post are the most beneficial. Really take advantage of all this stuff that Instagram is offering you guys, because then it's going to be able to help your consistency. So these are all things that you need to do on social media platform to be consistent. If you have any specific questions towards this, please don't hesitate to message me. I'd love to help you with more consistency. Also, the more you're posting and the more you are commenting and all of those things, the more your profile will be up on the top, because it's not about who posts. Like if I post at 10:59 and you post at 10:58, it's not about you being up there on somebody's feed first. It's honestly about engagement. So post, comment, and then you will be up on top of people's feeds that like feeds like yours. So I hope that helped with tips and consistency and stuff. It's all comes back to reflecting on who you are, finding out your why, having your pillars, and then staying consistent. And my best advice could be this. In the beginning, it's going to seem time-consuming and daunting, and that's okay. But after doing it for a few weeks, it's just going to take what once took you 45 minutes will take you 20 minutes, ladies. Or find a day. I really focus on Sundays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I focus on planning out what I'm going to post. I don't essentially like write the entire post, but I have a picture, or I know what pictures I need to take, and then I start writing little captions, so then that way I know. And I'm not searching all over social media to post. I'm going back to my pillars, my topics. I'm picking one, and that's what I'm writing about. So again, if you guys have any questions on social media, specifically Instagram, just let me know. I have my business Facebook page attached to my Instagram. So literally I just swipe that button. So whatever I post on Instagram gets posted on my business page on Facebook. That's all I have to say about Facebook, because I'm really not a fan of Facebook. But anyway, Instagram, yes. Okay. Hope that helps. Hope that really helps. And then finally, we're going to talk about following up. So when I was speaking about Instagram and using those polls and the questions, that's the start of a conversation, ladies. That's the start of a conversation. So if somebody you don't know is responding to your poll, if somebody you don't know is asking you a question, answer it. Answer it right away. Don't forget about it and then answer it later. Thank you, Heidi. Answer it now. That's the beginning of a conversation. That's the beginning of creating a relationship. That's the beginning of somebody that can potentially be in your business, whether that's a customer, whether that's a hostess, whether that's a rep. Answer. So that's how Instagram comes into play. So really using your, like I said, your polls and your questions. And then also, like, if you see people that are constantly liking your photos and you don't know who they are, go to their profile, see what they're posting, like some of their stuff, comment, don't use emojis, comment like a sentence like, hey, you look really, really awesome in that picture. Or, hey, I like what you did. I would love to do something like this too. It's really that simple. I'm super upfront and open. Like, I don't start a conversation because I just want to BS in the beginning. I start a conversation because I actually am engaged with this person. Like, if I don't find I am attracted to them, even if they like all my stuff, if I don't find them attracted to them, I'm not going to start a conversation. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste their time. But, if somebody's constantly posting, at least go and check out their feed. And then there's a really, really simple thing about following up. So it's 2 + 2 + 2. So say somebody orders from you, or somebody reaches out to you about the business, or somebody has some questions. Talk to them, and then 2 days later, you need to talk to them again. Ask them how the product was. Ask them if they hopped on your website to check anything out. Ask them if you can create an outfit for them. Ask them, do you like to wear activewear? I don't know. We have a business that's so vague and broad, you can really do anything with it, okay? And then, so that was 2 days. And then you're going to go ahead and 2 weeks later, you're going to go reach out to them again. Again, same thing. Just start a conversation. Be platonic. Be organic. Just go with the flow. It doesn't have to be forced. You don't have to have some super brainiac idea, like super simple. Hey, how are you? Have you worn your clothes anywhere have you worn the clothes out? Have you worn them to the gym? Do you have any pictures of yourself in them? What do you have to say? It's really that easy. And then from that 2 weeks that you contacted them, you're going to want to go ahead and contact them again in 2 months. So this is something that you're going to have to write down and take control over. Write it down. I'm I like to write down because I like to cross off everything. So I love writing things down like this. So I write it down. I write the date down that I contacted them 2 days. I write the date down I contacted them 2 weeks. And then again, I'll write the date when I contact them in 2 months. 2 months, that's like the best conversation because you can literally do anything you want with it. Like it doesn't have to be anything about the business. You could just start. You don't know where it's going to lead at that point. The 2-day and the 2-week one, you really know it's really going to be focused on like what you offered them. However, the 2-month one, could be anything. So that's awesome. Maybe this person had like a huge change of life and you guys can relate and connect on something different. Or maybe they had like this epiphany that Zaya is for them and they were just waiting for you to reach back out to them. So 2 + 2 + 2. Easy, simple, write it down, get a notebook. This is mine. Yeah, look. Party hostess. You can't see party hostess. In the back of this little section, it's a 3-section notebook that I have. I have potential party hostess. Then I have my 100 list, even though I didn't say to Jill that I have it, but I have it. And then I have potential reps. I write everything down, and I use my own little code. It's really easy and simple. Finally, why are you following up and why are you being consistent? Not only does it build relationships with people, but it makes them feel special, guys. When somebody reaches out to you and after you sold them a product, like, hey, oh, you actually want to be my friend or you actually want to talk to me. You're not just all about making a sale or making money. It's not about that. You make them feel special. You make them feel special. This is why it's so important. I'll give you like 5 reasons. You make them feel special. You show them that you are always available. Now, some days I can answer back in an instant. Other days, might be a few hours. But I will make sure I say, hey, I saw you contacted me. Sorry, it took a little bit. I was doing X, Y, and Z. But what can I do for you? You are making yourself readily available to this person. So they don't have to talk to an automated person or they don't have to call customer service or they don't have to really dig to find their own answers. Nope, just right to you. Okay, then they're going to remember you. This allows them to remember you. Hey, I'm going to order from Jamie again because it was so easy. It was so convenient. She answered me right away. She helped me with any problems. She offered a sizing difference that maybe then I didn't have to like exchange my item. You make yourself rememberable. If that's even a word. All of those 3 things then lead to it's easy marketing. It's that because you were nice to them, because you made them feel special, because you were readily available, and because they remembered you, they're going to tell their friends. Hello, how much easier to spread your business is that? They tell their friends. Hey, I bought from Jamie. You really should try this activewear. She's really awesome. Just go ahead and message her right away. 1, 2, 3. How easy was that? Yeah? Then you're also allowing them to be heard. So say there's a problem. Say they need a return exchange. Say they have something to say about the clothing. It doesn't have to be negative. It could be positive too. But you're allowing them to feel comfortable enough to have their voice be heard. And then finally, which makes you a good rep and a good business owner, you learn what they want. So you have all these customers. I mean, I really believe like once I get a customer, I feel like I always have a customer because they are so awesome. And they see the quality and the purpose in Zaya. So once I have them and then I go back and I see what they order, then we have these new releases and I might, message them. Hey, look at this. Sorry, my husband's just sent me all these text messages about us moving. Hey, look at this. This came in stock. I know that you loved those leggings. How about this style? Guys, how easy is that? Make your business easy, replicatable, and valuable. Yeah, it really can be done. I promise you, it really can be done. I feel like I have found my consistency and I have found my drive in a time when most people would have given up. I found my consistency and my drive when I had my son. I mean, I was always determined prior to this, but having him and seeing him and knowing what my end vision is not going back to work, which because of Zaya, I don't have to go back to work anymore. But for the past 3 months, while I was uncertain if I was going to go back, I really stayed focused to all of these things that I just told you. Consistency, 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 following up, reaching out. I stayed true to all of them for 3 months. And then I was able to call my job and say, hey, listen, I don't have to come back, because it all just started coming back. Listen, I've done what Zaya tells us to do. I sat there and messaged 20 people in the morning and 20 people at night. And you know what? For like 2 full months, I didn't get 1 new rep. But this past month, I've already gotten 4 and I'm working on 2 more. Yeah? I promise it will come back to you tenfold if you actually stay consistent, stay true to who you are, and know what your end goal is. But that is all. That's my motivation for the day. If you guys have any questions or you need some other things, I'm going to make like 2 little graphics. I have 2 little graphics that are just easy reminders. I'm going to post those. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, literally find me on Instagram, find me on Facebook, message me.